Most B2B teams don't have a traffic problem, they have a visibility problem. So people visit your website, check your product, maybe even look at the pricing, and then disappear. So no form is filled, no demo requests. So tools like LeadBoxer promise to close that gap. But the real question is, does it actually help sales team? Does it actually help your organization or just give you more data to look at? Hi, my name is Justin, and today we're going to be looking at LemReveal and going through LeadBoxer as well and see if it's worth it in 2026. Who is it for, where it works well, and where it falls short. So we'll be looking at that context overall and take you through a quick guideline of whether this tool is relevant and which other alternatives you can use or tools you can use to meet your objectives. So LeadBoxer is a visitor intelligent lead tracking platform. At a basic level, it does three things. It identifies companies visiting your website, it tracks what those companies do on your package or pages, and it assigns engagement scores based on behavior. So instead of just seeing anonymous traffic in analytics, you start seeing company names, visitor frequency, pages viewed, and engagement levels. So this is how it looks like on Google when you search it. And then, for instance, let's say you've already clicked the link, and this is what it looks like when you've entered on the platform. And then you'll either log in, request a demo, or start a free trial. And this is how it looks like on the dashboard once you've logged in. So the tool is fairly easy to use, logins are easy to use as well, and once you install the tracking code, everything becomes straightforward. So as you can see, this is how the dashboard looks like, and you have your leads that you can always track here. You have the people that you can also track. You have the companies or the information sorted out for you in a specific manner, and then you can have your website data that you can link your website with Google Tag Manager, WordPress, or HTML if you like going into the deep coding. And then you can also get, connecting your email marketing tools like your MailChimp, etc. And then you can connect your CRM tool like your HubSpot and Pipedrive, also Salesforce if you can. And then that way you can always go back and interact with those leads that came through your site. Of course, you need to qualify those leads. Not just anyone can be contacted based on their visiting your site, because anyone can visit your site and anyone might look like a lead, but are they really a qualified lead or not? So that's the question. So this is how you can sort out your data. And the useful thing about LeadBoxer is that if the data is accurate, it's very much actionable. And obviously, you have to interpret the data in your own way for it to be useful to you. So, the strength with this tool is that its visibility, like that's the overall core strength of this tool. And you're no longer guessing who on who is on your site or what's happening with your site. You actually know who's visiting your site and where those people come from. So for B2B teams running outbound or account-based sales, that matters a lot. And second is scoring the system. It gives you a quick way to prioritize activities. Instead of just scanning every visitors, you can focus on companies showing high engagement. This will be companies like the ones that visit your services page, the one that visits your pricing page, the one that visits your case studies. They just want to find out more or as much information as possible. And the companies that visit your contact us page, it shows that, okay, they really want to get in touch. They are collecting your information. All that's left is for you to take the initiative and get in touch with them before your competitors do. So the third one would be enrichment. You get basic company context, like your industry size, your location, like the information that you need that will be relevant for you to reach out to them, to do a little bit of background research if need be. So this helps you quickly filter out irrelevant accounts or irrelevant leads, the people that look like leads but are not really leads, like competitors, etc. So putting all this together, it creates a simple workflow. See who visited your site, check their activity, decide if they are worth the attention. So the limitations when it comes to this tool, I would say, is identification accuracy. Like this tool relies heavily on IP-based tracking or matching, so remote work, VPNs, and shared networks can reduce accuracy and will obviously create a mismatch. You won't identify every visitor, and sometimes the match won't be perfect. Like I said, the intent here, like the intent interpretation is that high engagement doesn't always mean buying intent. Someone reading 5 blog posts might just be researching, might just be getting information, but that doesn't mean that they are lead. So someone visiting your pricing once might be valuable, but if you rely on such calls, you risk chasing the wrong signals because people just click, like clickbaiting, click on your site, click different pages while they don't really need anything from those pages. So another thing here will be depth. The platform gives you visibility and basic prioritization, but it doesn't really dive deep into guiding you what to do next. So that parts depend on your sales team. Like I said, the interpretation here depends on you, on how you use the data. The data is there, and finding a simple flow or work process into interpreting and making use of that data and actioning on it depends on your team. So here, the cost and practical value of this tool is that the value of LeadBoxer isn't the data itself, it's whether your team uses it consistently. For example, if your sales reps check visitor activity daily, they connect it to outreach, they prioritize based on behavior. Then it can influence your pipeline. If not, it becomes just another dashboard. And obviously, that's just more unnecessary information or information that you don't even use. So the real cost question isn't price per seat, it's are you actually going to use it, or are you going to use this in our workflow? So the critical thing that we can have a look at is, could we just rely on inbound leads and CRM data? Which yes, we can, but it only captures people who convert. Visitor intelligence tries to capture, earlier stage intent, but if your sales team doesn't act on early signals, the advantage disappeared. So this tool doesn't create opportunity by itself, it surfaces potential opportunity. So is this tool worth mentioning in 2024 or worth using? Well, yes, if you want visibility into anonymous traffic, if you run outbound or account-based sales, you have a process to act on visitor signals, then most definitely this tool can work for you. But if you are in, let's say, one of the following brackets, probably this tool isn't that much of a use to you. You expect perfect identification, rely heavily on intent, and also you don't have structured workflow process. So this tool, yes, can help you see who's on your site, but it doesn't decide who's worth pursuing. So alternatively, what we use at LemReveal is that we use this B2B identification tool, right? It's the same tool, similar metrics. However, it has its own functionalities. So as you can see here, this tool operates in 3 simple steps. You add your site with the code that you need onto your site, and then you install your tracking pixel. Obviously, you install it across every page or the relevant pages that you need to track. And now you get your first visitor, the data that you need. So it's easy. You add your site, there we go. You have your pixel set up across the pages of your site. Then that's where you get the information. So you get the company information, you get the people information, and you can filter out that information according to your needs actually. So according to how your team can actually need it. You can also connect your CRM tools here to see if you can make use of that data by reaching out to them. So you can have a look at that outreach section where you can add your CRM data as well. As you can see, your connectors, your HubSpot, your Pipedrive, Google Sheets, everything that you use, to get the best output from these tools. Then you can use that, and also you can have your templates, your initial outreach templates. If you don't have a structure, or if you don't really know what you're doing, then that can help you. So if you need any more information on this tool, the links are in the description below. You can have a look at it. Tell us something new that you find on the tool, and we'll make a quick video on that. So that's it from me. I'll see you on the next video.